What's good, everybody? This is LennyTV in a hot seat, and we tuned in with Fyo Tre. What's going on, man?
It's good, man. It's good.
Chilling. And the first question I wanted to ask you, are you signed now? Are you signed to Atlantic Records, or are you about to go over there?
Yeah, we just going over there, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got, we won a, what was it, showcase? Yeah, we won a showcase joint out in Dover, our hometown. So we got ourselves a little meeting, sit down with Atlantic Records, but yeah, we hoping something big from that.
Okay, so you're not from Wilmington?
No, I'm actually from Slower Lower. I'm from Slower Lower, like Georgetown, Seaford, Millsboro, all that down there. I moved around a lot.
Okay. Now, would you consider this year like one of your biggest years in music?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I've only been doing it for a year and a half. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. So.
A year and a half. So that means you started what, 2015 or 2015? So when you started in 2015, like, you know, what inspired you to get into this game?
Well, what inspired me was really, I started out being a DJ though. I started out DJing professionally in clubs, nightclubs all over the coast, the East Coast. I was in Baltimore for a little bit. I learned from my big bro, DJ Flo. He actually DJs for Shy Glizzy now. And so he taught me the ropes, and then I just went from there, took on, and I was called Tre the DJ, made a name for myself as a DJ, doing colleges and all that too. But then once I got like linked up with QC DJs, which is actually the Migos label, they got like a set of DJs called QC DJs that push out their music, and I DJ for them. Not actually the Migos, but I actually DJ for their part of like some of their counterparts, like Rich the Kid and who else? Vigo Domingo, Mango Fool, and all them when they got out. And so from there, they was doing shows and stuff like that. But around that time, they was getting a lot of trouble and all that. So that kind of messed up my bread, stuff like that. As far as like trying to push out their music, do mixtapes with them, stuff like that. So I just took it in my own hands. I was like, it's not that hard. Like, I wrote music before, so I just think my voice was for it. So just went and tried it, and then next thing you know, like the first song I did, kept going. Yeah, kept going.
So you record down there too, down in
yeah, I actually record right in my room. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, in the closet. I started out, my first song I remember doing, it's called Woman Crush, and I did that right in my Dell State dorm. I went to Dell State. I did that in the dorm. I didn't even have a microphone. I used the iPhone headphones. Just used a little microphone from there in my MacBook. Try to make a song. It sounded crazy, but my roommate loved it. So he was like, yo, you should keep doing music. So I was just like, all right, get that joint going.
So was the 3 album all recorded in your room too?
Yeah, I actually did that in my room as well. The 3 album was done, yeah, all in my closet at my old crib at 190 in Willis. There's an old crib I had way back in the day. Long story behind that crib, but I did all that upstairs in the room, produced it all, but I got a little bit more equipment now, but yeah.
That's crazy. I would have never thought that. I thought you were like, you know, at a big time studio or something like that. Would have never known that you were recording.
Nah, thanks Dell State.
Wow, man. I wanted to ask you about some of your tracks too. I see that, I know one of your tracks that has the most plays is Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
Produced by Young Sage. And, you know, when I ask people about this, like, why do you think certain songs take off bigger than others? Like, you just think more people gravitated to that song?
Really, I didn't even know why Coast to Coast. There's a funny story behind Coast to Coast. Was actually Coast to Coast was written for a competition that we went to go do in Philly. It's a group, I mean, it's this like competition that goes on for like up and coming artists, unsigned artists, to get heard and win money. And it's called Coast to Coast. And so I was just like, it'd be dope if I just made a song called Coast to Coast, because it'd blow them away. And we were just probably like 3 days away from the competition. So I just wrote a song quick, and did I even perform it? Yeah, I got nervous and I didn't even perform the song. So I wrote it for the competition and didn't perform it. And so I actually lost the competition, because maybe I should have performed it Coast to Coast and I would have won, but I actually performed something else and didn't. But it's taken off now. Like, we're with DC Top 20, that's my marketing label. And so, excuse me, my marketing company. And so they basically pushed Coast to Coast, and then we got a lot of like feedback from the youth.
Shout out DC Top 20.
Yeah, shout out DC Top 20, man. They pushed it big time. And so from there, it went crazy. I was like, damn, I didn't even know I was gonna do that. Like, for real.
Do people ever compare you to somebody out in the industry, man?
All the time, but man, I'm staying Fyo Tre, but a lot of people compare me to like Lil Uzi, what else? They say Lil Yachty, like sound like that, you know what I mean? Just that youthful, it's a new youthful sound, like, you know what I mean? That's what Fyo stand for, is fuck your opinion. We got that I don't care sound. Like whatever we feel and it sounds good and it makes us feel good, that's what it's all about, the feeling for the music. And so I think that's what that's what the generation is right now. It's like a feel good kind of, we want to hear some bars, but we just trying to feel good too. It's been rough. Like, you know, so everybody just, when it's been rough, nobody want to keep hearing about it being rough.
Sure. I could tell, like, y'all definitely were about, like, fuck your opinions when I saw your video of Flexing Ass Niggas. Like, I never seen, I want to say, like, a style like that before. Like, cause you wore, like, a bandana, you had a jacket on, and, like, but you didn't have a shirt on.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is different from what I've seen before. So, did you come into this video, like, doing that purposely? Like, I want to change?
Nah,
that's just you.
That's just me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's just what I do, man. Just regular, man. Just whatever, for real, whatever. I just put it in my, like, if I see it in my closet, and I just put it on. That's what it is.
Wow. What did your fashion sense? Did it come from somebody, like, or like, were you just like?
I have influences. Like, I look around, like, I'll be on, like, I would go on Instagram or something like that, and then I'll see people do like one style, but then me, I just don't gravitate towards that. I look at it and try to remix it. Like, I'll do something like whatever's hot at the time. Like, I'm still within the trend, but I'll remix it in my own, like the FYO. I'll FYO it up, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So I did, even if it means rip the whole jeans down, right all on your clothes, like, that's what I do.
And you having like beautiful women on your videos too. Where y'all be finding them? Like,
one of the videos is actually about my girlfriend. She wanted to be in one of the videos, but then she wanted to do something, so I just put her in the video. But then she's like, nah, I ain't trying to do that video stuff no more, especially when you get on. I don't see nobody else in it, you know, in her boyfriend's videos, so she ain't with the video stuff. But then the other video we got, that's actually one of our friends, so we just be around a pretty lady, like that's her.
That's how you gotta be. That's like, okay, well, I see I'm putting on. Yeah. Shoot, and so your video Flexing Ass Niggas got 16,000 views, man. Did you expect it to get like?
Nah, we didn't expect it. I mean, I knew the song was good. Like, we knew that song was gonna be like, that was one of our favorite songs, but we didn't think it was gonna get 16. Like, and it's still rising like every day. Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, and then you get like new subscribers every day too. Cause you got clout, you know, social media, YouTube, so.
Yeah, shout out DC Top 20 again, man. They just like the chefs. Like, they got the plan for us, and what we doing is they put out a plan for you, and then we just execute it. Not like everybody's plan is gonna be just because you join DC Top 20 don't mean that's what's gonna happen. But I'm just saying, for us, that's what worked for us, and we're using it to our, you know, using that tool to our benefit. So, but man, we just keep buzzing. We just gonna keep the snowball going, man.
Yeah, that's really interesting though, because you only been in the game for a year and a half, and like you took off a lot faster than people that's probably been in the game for about 4 to 5 years. And do you think it's because you just made the right steps?
Yeah, and it's more about just, I personally, and I tell my team all the time, it's more about your team. Your team is first, because like I told them all the time, like, I can't do it without them. My team is so small, like it's less than 10 of us on our team, and we get everything done. Anything that we need done, we get it done. And it's because everybody in our team has one goal, one mindset, and everybody looking at, nobody's jealous, nobody's got the envy, nothing like that. Everybody knows where their key, like their vital like roles is into this group and in the FIO, and it's like almost like a machine. It keeps going, and so just like a machine, just about, like, you know what I mean. It takes, like, it's 3 things that I always tell them. It's 3 things. You for artists, you gotta have the money, resources, you gotta have the talent, you gotta have the look. And all those 3 things, you could be missing one of those three things and it won't work. You can have two of those three things and it still won't work. You gotta have all three. And I guess that's what we just working with it. We got, and everybody just knows, like, nobody's jealous of what I got going on right now because they know the longer plan at the end. Like, all these people won't ever have to work again once we, you know what I mean? Like, that's what my goal is. Yeah, it's just about giving back, for real. That's what SLE stands for, just on the back of my headband. SLE stands for Slower Lower Entertainment, so just giving back to where I came from. Because we never get heard from. Nobody ever heard us before. For nothing.
Wow, like you guys, especially like the rappers like yourself, y'all do something what I call like the mind boggle game. Where y'all trip the fuck out of us, like meaning like your style of rap, right? I wouldn't think that you guys like know the business or like very articulate or know the game, and it's like you throw us off. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a counter punch. Because usually with the lyrical rappers or something like that, that's like going hard with the beats and stuff, they may not know the business. Most of them don't. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about the struggle, where they coming from and all that, but like they probably just don't know the business. Like besides like Jay-Z, you got some like Nas that own businesses and stuff like that. For the most part, a lot of them get sucked up and they just still broke. People like like Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, like people like that. Like, I honestly do see them make smart business deals. And like with you being in the game for a year and a half and already with a marketing company and things like that, like do something that Atlantic Records said perform. Yeah, like just doing things like that, making smart moves like that. 16,000 views, 355 subscribers, 9,000 plays on one song on SoundCloud. I'm like, clearly he's doing something right. It's just like, man. So when you do talk to people or like or some of your fans, I'm gonna say, are they surprised like how business savvy you are too?
I think, well, nah, I don't really think so. Because everybody really knew me from before. Like, the people that grew up with me, they always say, like, I was already, like, smart. Like, I grew up playing, like, I always stayed in the, like, I went in the street. Straight from the rip, I've never a street nigga. My mom kept me, like, this is my brother. We got the same dad and different moms. He grew up different than I did, and he grew up like my dad did, but my mom took me away from that. So I grew up different. I stayed in basketball and in school, and so my mindset was like, his mindset was different. His mindset was getting rich through how he knew to get rich, and which is the street. Me, I knew another way to get rich. And so another way, I was thinking like, man, I could go to college and really finesse them, because I know in my head, I ain't never want to go to college just to, I ain't really like school, but I went for basketball. But when I see I could finesse kind of the system on how it could benefit me, because I've seen a lot of people that still leave with their bachelor's degrees and then still be working at the mall or something like that. They won't, their degree don't be applying to where they need to go or something. They don't get into their field of study. And so with me, I just learned how to try to finesse it while I was there. Like the classes that I needed, I made sure I paid attention in. Like I was front seat, book smart geek. Everybody was like, man, DJ Tre up in class learning. I'm sitting here writing notes and I'm looking at y'all like, y'all stupid. Y'all ain't here talking and I'm getting the info. This is what's make me rich. That's why I make I don't need no studio equipment like that. Well, I will once I get on, because I know how to use all that and it'll benefit me. I know how to do all that. But right now, while we in the gutter right now, while we in the trenches, we saving up money and stuff like that. We just have a MacBook, a microphone, and some equipment, and get our sound right. But other than that, that's all we got. And you just gotta make it. We made it work through school, and then I end up. The crazy thing is, it goes into another thing. The crazy thing is, me and my brother, we was split up for a while. Like we didn't grow up together, and so like I ended up meeting him like one time when we was like 6 or 7, and then from there like he was in and out of jail and shit like that, and then out of trouble. And then me, I was still in school. My mom tried to shield me away from some shit, and so then we ended up like meeting up when I got in like college or whatever. We were just like we blood, like we about to get this shit rocking. We about to get this shit rocking. And so I told him what my plan was, and he was like, whatever you doing, I'm rocking. Like you my little brother. That's all he said. Let's go. I don't need to hear nothing else. Let's go. And then we met up with my other brother, which is like he's not our real brother, but our brother like from school. We grew up with him, Trey. He's not here now, but yeah, he was with the shit too. Like, let's go. Like, that's it. So it started off with us 3 plus Diamond, which is my manager, and from there we just rocked out. Like,
what's up? Yeah, who did the artwork for your album too? That looked like some boondock stuff.
Shout out Cartoon Boomin', man, Cartoon Boomin'. He actually did. I think he told me that a while ago that he did one of Uzi's cover arts, and then so that's straight from the rip. That's why I went with him. I was like Uzi, you know what I mean? I had that little Uzi, like he had that Uzi flavor, and so at the time I was real big up on the Uzi, and so I was just like, man, like. The concepts. If I had the concept of, you know what I mean, the FIO mixed with a little Uzi, the shit's gonna blast off. And so the first album, that's when we came up with the 3 album. Instead of putting in, you know, writing 3 album, we had 3 different personalities and everything had something to do with 3. Like we did, it was crazy. And then this new joint, Wavy Davy, that joint crazy. It looked like a rocket power theme, so it goes back to the 90s.
He did his thing like for y'all.
Yeah, shout out DJ Flo, my big bro, DJ Flo. Shout out to DJ. Big shout out to DJ Flo. Shout out DTLR Radio, that's where he DJ at as well. And Smooth, Strongman Overcoming Obstacle Through Hard Work, that's his incorporation. So, but yeah, he did his thing on the mixtape too. The mixtape went from like, it went from like an 8.5 in my opinion to like, just straight through the roof. After he got on, I got chills when I listened to it. He put his voice on it, sent it back to me. I was like, oh my God, like, he geeked up on it. So, but yeah, the cover art, it was all Cartoon Boomin'. We gonna keep rocking with Cartoon Boomin' till the wheels fall off, till the computer die.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Have you had any live performances yet?
Yeah, we, like I said, we performed Coast to Coast live.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we performed at the OC Car and Chuck show. We just did that. Couple weeks ago. That's big. So we was out there rocking out. Basically did like a concert. We just did the Atlanta Record Showcase. Won that, came in first place. What else we got coming? We did a lot of other shows. We've been in DC. Yeah, DC. Philly. We got a mini promo tour coming up. July 20th, I believe the first date is. July 20th will be in DC or Virginia? We'll be in Virginia, and then on the 23rd we'll be in DC. So we be moving. We'll be out.
John Coleman too.
John Coleman showcase. Shout out John Coleman. We did his showcase last year. We it wasn't like a win or lose situation, but it was just if you advance to the main stage. So we advanced to the main stage, of course. So FIO will be in there sometime this summer whenever you release a date. So we'll be there. We got invited to the African Musical Festival in Dover, so that'll be coming for back to school. We'll be out there, so we'll be out.
Wow, man. And shoot, doing live performances, doing great, and like I said, you only been in the game for a year and a half, bro. Like this is crazy.
It amazes me too, but it's slow. It's slow, man. I mean, like every day, I'm like, come on, you gotta come quicker. But
other people see the process.
Yeah, everybody else see it.
Yeah, and so with your work ethic, because when you just said, like, come on, man, it reminds me of myself. Because me, that's how I am every day when it comes to, like, writing and stuff like that. You just want, you kind of want perfection, even though perfection kind of don't exist, but you reaching for the stars. People already see you working, and they like, yo, you made it. Like, they probably told you that before, like, yo, you doing it big. But you feel like, oh, you ain't doing shit right, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. So that's good that you have that mentality. With your work ethic and how you push and how your dedication and everything, where do you honestly see yourself, man, like next year?
Next year, y'all better see us at the BET Awards. What y'all about to see Sunday, y'all about to see FIO on that stage. Mark my words. If y'all see what we doing right now, and if we, trust me, if this meeting go right, we gonna be on at the BET Awards some way, somehow. We gonna be on one of those stages. We performing, like. And then just any other festivals, the Firefly that's in our backyard, never again will it be missed by FIO. That's in our home. Like you have to come through FIO. That's our home. Like we're gonna be at FIO. We trying to get to what else? South by Southwest. We'll be out there. Like any festivals that we missed, we'll be out there. Trust, believe. AC3, A3C, we'll be out there. We'll get it. We only been in there for a year and a half.
A year and a half. And you definitely got, the ladies love you too. The fans, like I see that. I be seeing the comments and stuff, so once you got that type of clout where they digging it, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, man. Keep pushing, man. That's what we're doing.
That's what you started, man. For real.
That's why,
before we know, you're gonna be there. And you know what? Just because like how smart and intelligent you are and how far you came, could you like give advice to some of these youngins out here that's just thinking about making music like yourself? That's on the come up that probably feel like what, I'm probably gonna make it because like I ain't nobody listening to my shit. Like what advice would you give to these youngins right now that's rapping?
Perfect, man. Some good advice I'll just basically say is don't quit. Don't give up. And it may sound cliche because everybody always says don't give up, but it's something behind that, don't give up. Because me, it was plenty of times I was about to give up. It was plenty of times that I was like, man, I just got a computer, a laptop. I just got my laptop, this is small little mic. Like, it's millions of unsigned rappers out here that's making music that got people with money pushing them. I only got this much money. I'm from Delaware. Like, everything is not like for us right now, but we doing something and people are actually hearing us. So my advice is just don't give up, and then make sure that if this is what you really want to do, then invest in yourself. That's the biggest thing. And don't just go for everything, because it takes like you said, a year and a half. It takes research. You gotta research. And not everybody has your best interest at heart. Everybody has to make money. Everybody got family. People got, at the end of the day, you may have some good music, but I need your $2,000 so I can feed my family. So it's what you do with your craft and with the money. So you just gotta be smart with the money, and don't give up. I ain't gonna lie, it's just money. That's what it really is. Process. It's a process. The money, like, stick with it. If you got the talent, invest. That's all it takes.
Room for everybody.
There's a lot of room for everybody. It's a wide, especially in now time, like the now generation. That's what I call it, the now generation, because it's everybody time. Like anybody got now, for real.
And I wanted to ask you too, when did you partner up or start dealing with the marketing company? Was that early on?
That was like, that was just, we've been with them for 4 months.
Okay.
So, yeah, so for 4 months. And we're actually, after like Q2, they do it by quarters. You got Q1 and then Q2. And then after your Q2, they don't have to keep you on, like, you know what I mean? If they don't see that you can progress or if you're not doing anything, like, you have to really like put something into what you're doing. Because they're at the end, in Q3, they're going to be investing money in you at that time. They feel like you're an artist, that you're going to do something. And at that point, like now we're in Q3, we just got a proposal for Q3. And so that means like we're just moving, like we're doing the right thing. So they're trying to get us on the right track so we look presentable to basically we're the street and we need to go and present ourselves to the white people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of being street or a liaison, you know what I mean? They help clean us up and polish us up the business way, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's good, man. Shoot, man. You said the Q3, that's when you get the, that's when they put their money into it.
That's when they start, you know what I mean? They're able to like put money in towards you and start seeing that you're able to make something for them. Like you're able to do something, help them out, stuff like that. It's a partnership. They're rising and we're rising with them, man. Like, check out DC Top 20. They are up next. Trust.